whilst ever? The the camera's on.
Huh?
The camera's on.
You mean right now?
Yeah. Yeah, the camera's on.
Okay.
All right, so you said you had a story to tell us today? Is that true?
What? Yeah, I'd say it's a story.
What please just tell us the story. What is the story
mean
about?
The one I was telling you before you started filming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, so it kind of let me backphrase it.
Please just get to the story.
Okay, well you didn't even start with my name or my age.
What is your name and what's your age?
I'm Rick Heimer. My name is Rick Heimer. I'm 26 years old.
Okay. And do you have any interesting stories to tell us today?
Okay, so my story is that all right, so it was about the summer a couple years ago, all right, and I was sitting on my couch, all right, and I was watching like reruns of Gunsmoke or something, all right, and behind my couch, all right, I was smelling something. It was fruity, okay, so I went behind it, all right. It was a bug juice bottle that I left probably about a year ago, and it was fermented by that time because I had opened the cap a little bit, so it was just smelled, but I wasn't gonna waste the bug juice, so I drank it. And about an hour later, I was seeing lightning bugs. And this is the middle of the day. It's light out. There's lightning bugs in my living room.
I'm sorry. You said you found this behind your couch?
Yeah, well, no, my dog sniffed it out first, all right? And then I said,
What?
What are you doing, Skipper? And, that's the name of my dog. And he smelled out the bug juice. So I went over there to investigate. And sure enough, it was fermented bug juice. And
Why?
I just drank it because I was thirsty for bug juice.
I'm sorry, but why was there bug juice behind your couch?
I don't know. But all I know is that about an hour later, I heard someone say, Ricky, all right? And I didn't, at the time, I was going by Ricky, instead of Rickheimer, I hadn't had I'm getting ahead of myself with the story. But, so, I didn't think of anything of it. Then, about 30 minutes later, I hear again, Ricky, out here. So I go outside. I'm like, who's this? Who's telling me to come outside? So I went outside and I looked up and
I'm sorry. What does this have to do with anything?
I'll tell you in a second. All right. So it says, Ricky, look up here. So I look up and sure enough, it's a squirrel. He's in the tree and he's talking to me and he said, Ricky, I got something to tell you. And I said, hold up. First off, you're a squirrel. Y'all can't talk. And he said, well, I can talk to you now, Ricky, because you hear me, you fool. And I said, fine, say what you got to say. Well, he says, Ricky, you're from Iceland and you're a Viking. All right? And I said, no way. No, that doesn't sound right at all. He says, Ricky, you're a Viking from Iceland. You were taken away at the age of 5 by Iraqi slave traders, okay?
I'm sorry. I know I keep stopping the story, but what? Do we need to do a drug test?
Drug test? What are you saying?
I don't.
Do I need to leave? Huh?
I'm just curious. That's all I am.
Okay,
I don't know whether or not.
BS, man.
Hey,
okay?
whoa! We don't need that type of language on the show.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Okay, now that we got that sorted out, can you tell me your name?
Yes, my name is Timmy Howard.
All right, and how old are you?
I will be 37.
30. Okay. All right, and what's your story?
Well, my mother, she had Alzheimer's. She told me that I am a descendant of Icelandic Vikings, and I believe it.
Oh, okay. So why do you have that accent?
That would heck if I know. I don't know how to Icelandic talking.
Now, the story's been going on for an hour. Please, just get it over with.
Well, I'm trying to draw it out, all right? It's artistic licensing.
I don't think you know what that means.
Sure I do. All right.
Just get on with the story, please.
I'm gonna finish, all right?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So, anyway, I went through Squirrel. Squirrel told me I'm from Iceland. I'm 5 years old. I was taken by Iraqi slave traders. Anyway, they were hired by the Shell Corporation, okay? And
like the gas station?
Like the gas, and that's what I said. I said, when he told me that, I said, like the gas station? He said, yes, like the gas station. The Shell Company gas station. And anyway, I don't know why they wanted me gone from Iceland. Anyway, they took me over there. They gave me a new set of parents. Those set of parents were horrible, by the way. I would have chosen a different one. But anyway, at that point, I was just raised like I was just raised in small Kentucky town, and I didn't know anything about my Icelandic origins. But
This is way past our 15 minutes of time.
you were going to ask me about my organization.
Yes. Can you tell me about the organization that you've been running for the
Okay.
past 10 years?
My organization, well, it's 10 years. I've only been, this way for like 2 years.
Hey, the camera's on.
Oh.
Now, what do you find most interesting about today as a culture?
Yes. Because today is a culture. It's a culture of everything. Culture. Culture. Cultures.
This is gonna be harder than I thought.
Oh yeah, I forgot a couple of other things the squirrel told me. So the squirrel told me
gosh.
that due to my Icelandic blood, all right, since I've been over there since 5, that my eyes were frozen cold. So once I hit this Kentucky, it's steaming hot right here, and my eyes were gonna burst at any time. So I need these goggles to block off all that, all that temperature from coming in. And,
How do you deal with your goggles fogging up like they are now?
They're foggy.
Yes.
I didn't notice. Anyway, back to my organization, okay? So, I was in Dollar General, okay? These people were giving me funny looks like I had this on, and they were looking at me like I was being weird, all right? And I was, I looked back at all the other customers, what are you doing, lady? You don't look like a woman. We back on?
Yes, we're
Anyway,
back
I
on.
ran into my buddy, Tim Heimer, okay?
Mhm.
Well, I didn't know him at the time. But there's this guy Tim Heimer, and he introduced himself to me, and by that point we just decided to form a whole secret Viking guild organization in our town in Kentucky, which I won't specify the name of, not because I don't live there, but just because I don't privacy. Anyway,
Because it's secret?
it very well could be. We got a whole bunch of other people. We got this black guy here, Black Bob, believes he's from Africa. Okay? He ain't been to Africa ever, all right? That's the biggest load of nonsense I ever heard, all right? He's going around doing little Viking dances with spears around fires.
Yep.
That's a bunch of nonsense right there, okay? But, I'm not judging, okay? All right? What if somebody didn't believe me?
Now, is there any final words that you would like to say to end off this interview today?
I haven't studied my dictionary in a long time.
Never in my life.
What are you doing?
What?
This is my interview.
Hey man, what are you doing?
Tim Heimer. Dadgummit, I thought I heard you. I thought I heard you from over here.
You old
What are
rapscallion.
you doing here?
Well, I just flew into town, so
No, hey, put the chair down. This is my interview.
Hey,
Y'all do
hey.
not need to be here.
Back up.
Everybody get out. No. All right, let's just let me just do this. All right, what's your name? Tell me your age.
My name Black Bev, but somebody people call me Blackie.
Okay, how old are you?
What is age? 41, I guess.
Okay,
From
let
Africa,
me just.
I can tell you that.
Just.
Hey,
He's not from
Rick
Africa.
Heimer, just stop. Okay, listen.
I'm going
I
back.
separated you and Tim Heimer for a reason. All right.
Oh,
Fine.
what reason was
Hey!
that?
Hey.
Hey!
All right.
Yankee.
Bob, just.
New Yorker.
Hey. All right. Bob, just get on with it, please. Why are you here?
and never just showed up.
I quit.